We're live. This is so exciting. Yay. I haven't done a live with another person for a long time. Usually I just do my kind of end of the month sort of things that I do. And so this is going to be a lot of fun. And we're thinking of what would be fun to do a fall prediction box office episode, but I didn't have a lot of time in the next with TIFF coming up and everything. I didn't have a good spot for it. I'm like, well, what if we just did it live? And that would be super fun because I wanted to get it out before this season started happening too much anyway. It was just a mess. So I thought, let's do it live, and my co-hosts were up for it. So this is going to be super fun. And if I'm going to reach Wagner, and David is here.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, and I'm glad it's live because this way I can't second guess my picks this time. So.
Yeah, y'all know. And Manda's here.
Ayo, ayo. I promise you that I'm going to win this time. Promise. Going to win.
We were all so close last time. And I think it was more because we all did equally poorly. I don't know if it was because we were all great.
Maybe.
But, hey, a win's a win, right?
Well, luckily for us, there's only 3 movies that are going to make any money this fall. So
it's so sad. It's so sad, but it's true.
It really is. It's kind of a battle of I don't think anybody wants to be in these later positions, really. But we're gonna fight it out anyway. We'll talk about it. But what a weird fall season we have coming up.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's a weird
Very
mix.
strange.
Yeah.
So I have the chat room open, people watching live. If you want to give your comments, if you want to do a super chat, we can answer your questions as long as it doesn't take too much time because we are on a bit of a time crunch here with this. But that is available, and we would certainly appreciate that support. And we even got some comments already. We have Fandom Marauder 101 says, I'm so excited for Zootopia 2. Yeah, for sure. And then we have fall season box office hit films: Avatar, Fire and Ash, Zootopia, Wicked for Good, Tron Ares, and Predator Badlands. Solid picks. Solid picks. All right. The weirdest thing about looking over this slate is there's just so little for families in this slate. Like I didn't even realize it until because there's no Illumination film. There's no, there's one DreamWorks film, but it's like not a big release. But we have hardly anything for, outside of Zootopia for like little kids. There's not much.
I was wondering, and spoiler alert for one of the movies that's going to end up on my list here, but we haven't seen anything really yet about Anaconda. Could that end up being a family movie? I mean, Jack Black does not miss lately.
That's true. That's a good point.
It's a possibility.
Yeah. I mean, because he has been doing more family fare.
Yeah, it would be weird, but I mean, it really could end up being this weird crossover thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because even that atrocity, that Dear Santa movie he did was, even though he was playing the devil, it was a family film, which is part of the reason why it was so bad. But yeah, I mean, that's true. That's a good point. I mean, Minecraft surprised. I was actually saying the other day that I think that you could make an argument that Jack Black is the biggest bankable movie star working today.
Seriously, it's crazy.
I mean,
you're not wrong.
When you have Jumanji, when you have Kung Fu Panda, when you have, just the number of franchises that he is in that have done incredibly well are a lot.
It's true.
We're also going to get another hit single for whatever the song from Anaconda ends up being.
Yeah.
Peaches
every time out.
Was gold. Peaches should have won the Oscar.
Oh, yeah. And then that's another one. Mario. That was a huge hit. I mean, there's nobody else that's had that kind of run.
It's true.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. So, I mean, unless you count now I just lost it. The one with Kate Blanchett. I can't think of the name all of a sudden.
R?
No, the one The one based on the video game Lowlands.
Minecraft?
Oh,
Badlands.
no,
Badlands.
Badlands.
Borderlands.
Borderlands. Yeah, that.
no,
But that
thinking of
wasn't his
Predator.
fault.
yeah,
That
that
wasn't
wasn't
his
his
fault.
fault. That was a
That was
disaster.
just an atrocity.
We don't
Yeah.
blame him ever.
All right. So what we do is we have 3 honorable mentions that we'll do, and then our top 10 lists. And so it's going to be fun. And like we said, we have the chat room open, and we can do that. So my 3 honorable mentions, and these are ones I debated about a lot. I have him. It's an honorable mention. I think that because original horror has been surprising all year. So this seems like the biggest potential in that department to me. Him, and it has, directed by, or not directed, produced by Jordan Peele, and they're, trying all that stuff on it. And then I have Big Bold Beautiful Journey, and this is more just like putting good vibes out into the world, like manifesting, because I think it looks so good. And it's got these 2 stars, and I would just love for something. I'm not saying it's a romantic comedy, but it's a romance. And so if that did well, I would like that. So I just really want it to be good, and it looks really good. And so I'm putting it out there. Manifesting, Big Bold Beautiful Journey will be great. And then Downton Abbey, the grand finale. That one's a really hard one to know. I mean, they've done all decent, all pretty well. But this third one, no Maggie Smith. How excited are people? It's been a couple years. I don't know how it'll do. But anyway, that's my honorable mentions. David, what are your honorable mentions?
So I have The Smashing Machine, which is getting such great reviews. And I mean, of course, it's a smaller movie, but I mean, it's really hard to say with that one. Now You See Me 3, which I don't really see the appeal of these movies at all.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, if people want it enough that they made a third one, maybe it could be something, And then The Conjuring Last Rites, which is my next live show, by the way, insert plug, if you're here in Las Vegas. But those movies always do pretty well. And I think some of the other horror stuff looks a lot more interesting, but still, it's got a good chance of doing pretty well.
Y'all, I literally just 15 minutes ago finished watching the first Conjuring for the first time.
Whoa, what?
Did you like it?
It was intense. I'm like,
It
these
is.
people need to leave this house immediately.
I love that. Part 2 is even worse, Rachel. Like, I did not sleep at all. Part 2, I did not sleep.
But it was good. It was very well done. It was very well done. It was very
Good.
scary. Yeah. All right, good. So you got The Smashing Machine. Now You See Me 3. Matt, I forgot that one.
I forgot about magic. Oh man.
And The Conjuring, The Last Rites. All right, Manda, what are your honorable mentions?
Listen, when I see Leonardo DiCaprio, it breaks my heart now because he's not doing those box office numbers as much as I would love him to. So I have one battle after another in my honorable mention. I know PTA is a favorite of so many people, so I'm hoping that it does make some sort of bank here. I have him, and I also have Keeper, because I know we spoke about it, David, too, in the group chat. So I think that those 2,
that's the Osgood Perkins one, right?
That's Osgood Perkins. I don't know how well that one's gonna do, because I watched the trailer in theaters for the first time. I was like, oh, this is interesting, but I don't know what the audience is gonna take from it, if they're gonna show up or not. But yeah, it's crazy. I have 2 horror films in honorable mention because you gotta bank on them, and David does quite a bit. So I'm just copying David at this point.
There you go.
Yeah. Do you have one more, or you got those 2? Keeper, one battle after another?
Him, I have as well. Yeah, I think that trailer blew me away. The poster blew me away. So I'm hoping it sticks the landing, and I'm hoping it's even higher up on the list, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Well, my number 10 is where I have the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants.
Fair.
This opens on Christmas. It's obviously a popular franchise. Some of the movies have done quite well. The last ones, it's not fair to judge because it was like during peak pandemic. As far as I don't even know if it barely got anything if it did, and so the the show continues to do well. There's just so little. I mean, what else are parents gonna take their kids to on Christmas? But they'll go see SpongeBob. There's nothing else.
Yeah, that is true. I agree with that. I had that also like further down for honorable mentions, but I don't know if it's gonna hit. I don't know if people like SpongeBob as much as like
I don't know
other
either.
generations did. So I don't know if they're gonna go or not.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, because also I do feel like it's one of those brands that has been hurt a little bit by streaming, not only because it's so accessible through streaming, but also because they've had all these really bad streaming movies. The Sandy Cheeks movie was really bad. I've heard the Plankton movie is not as bad this year, but I don't know. I feel like you get a certain degree of tarnish on your franchise. It's hard to kind of claw your way out of that.
Yeah.
But as you know, we'll see. But I did put it at number 10 just because I just feel like what else are people gonna watch with their kids? There's nothing.
There's nothing.
So,
they're gonna stay home on Christmas.
Yes.
The tradition of going Christmas Day is now going to be at home on Disney Plus with whatever they have.
So, David, what do you have at 10?
So this is where I put, and this is a big question mark, but we talked about it in our little group chat, but this is where I put Good Boy. There's so much hype around this movie, which feels like a movie that was literally made for me. But the fact that this was supposed to be a limited release and there's so much buzz that they turned it into a wide release is why I was like, this has to end up on my list, even though it's very possible this movie, gets good reviews, gets people who see it like it, but it doesn't actually make box office. But at the same time, I think it is such a great idea to tell a story from the point of view of a dog, a horror story at that. I think it could be so cool and so unique, and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, that's going to be traumatizing. Cute little dog, and he's going to be a killer. That's going to be upsetting. But probably a big hit. It certainly will make money. That's almost guaranteed. Even if it's not
think so.
In the top 10.
Yeah.
Manda, what do you have at 10?
I have my boy Timothée Chalamet's Marty Supreme at number 10. I don't think this is as big as like a Wonka or a Dune, obviously, but I do think that he gets butts and seats. It's released on Christmas, I believe. And again, coming off the Oscar buzz from last year, I do think that he's probably going to get a nomination with this one too. So there's like a little bit of a push there. I think it's going to be good. It could be higher up. I don't know, but I'm hoping it makes some form of money.
I have it at 9 also because I think that it will that it will get that Chalamet bump in the seats. And I feel like you listen to the summary, it seems like, oh, this is gonna be crowd pleasing. People are gonna like this. My wild prediction for Marty Supreme is I think a sleeper Oscar nomination. If it's good, if she's good, I could see Fran Drescher getting nominated. Doesn't that totally seem like the kind of thing that the Oscars love? A comedic performer in a movie like this, giving a flashy performance. And she's also, led the union through the strike. So she's beloved.
She'll definitely get a Golden Globe nomination.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's true. But I feel like nobody else is really throwing that out there. So I'm officially my girlfriend. I bet I think she'll get some Oscar buzz.
That'd be so nice for her.
Yeah, playing Chalamet's mom.
I like it.
Yeah. So very good. So I have Marty Supreme at 9. What do you have at 9, David?
So I actually do have Keeper on my list. That's my number 9. Again, these Osgood Perkins movies, they just come out of nowhere, even though we know they're coming, and then they just make a lot of money, surprisingly, every time out. And he is just on fire. And I don't know if you guys saw, but his next one's already on the way as well. Another
Yeah.
for Neon. So I
He
mean,
does.
he just shoots one after another, and every time they seem to connect. And honestly, I think this one looks really, really good. It looks even better than the last couple movies. So I'm really
Fair.
psyched for it, and I think it's gonna just follow up on the
Yeah.
Monkey and Long Legs really well.
And aside from Robot Dreams, which they bungled, Neon has been doing a pretty good job
Yeah.
marketing their films.
Yeah, especially the horror stuff. So yeah.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah.
yeah. So what's your number 9, Manda?
I have Good Boy at number 9.
Oh my gosh. you
David
both-
and I are an optimistic man.
You're
Mhm.
optimistic about the
We
Killer Dog
are.
movie.
Yeah, because it's about the perspective, it's about the word of mouth, it's a horror film. If the placement's good enough, I do think it'll gain traction. I just
Yeah.
echo everything David has said about it. I think it's gonna surprise so many
Yeah.
people. So that's gonna be at 9 for me.
My number 8 is maybe a bit of a bold pick. I have Running Man at number 8. I feel like Glenn Powell is a big enough star. It is a remake of a lesser known film. I hope it'll be good. It looks pretty good. So that's where I have Running Man at
Fair.
8.
Yeah.
David, what about you? What do you have at 8?
So this is where I put Anaconda, which I really think is such a terrible idea, but at the same time, Jack Black, like I said, he just doesn't seem to miss. And I love Paul Rudd, even though he's done a lot of really bad stuff lately. But there's also the nostalgia bait angle, like every single thing gets rebooted, and everyone loved Anaconda at the time. It was just the silly,
That's
ridiculous
true.
creature features. So I have no idea if this is a worthwhile movie to make, but I think it's going to do well.
Possibility.
Maybe I can then forgive Paul Rudd for Friendship and make him sit through
Top 5 of the year for me.
No!
Same for me. We love Paul.
Oh yeah.
Manda, what about you? What's your 8?
I actually have the Smashing Machine at 8. After this past day at Venice and everything that's been happening with him and the standing ovation and who he is. I mean, The Rock is a big name. Unfortunately, Black Adam did flop for whatever reason. But he is a box office draw. It's not like he isn't. And I think he has a lot of fans that have stuck with him for so long, even from wrestling days. So I do think for him to turn in a dramatic performance such as this one, that's garnering so much buzz, I do think that maybe something can come from it as well at the box office. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it doesn't need to make Black Adam numbers. I mean, that movie was so expensive, so it's all about like your perspective. We'll be talking about Tron Ares in a bit, and the original, I mean, not the original, but the remake Tron Legacy was seen as a failure, as a box office flop.
Yeah.
Even though it made over $400 million. Like Disney will be clicking their heels if they get over $400 million from this new one. It's all about perspective.
I don't even have Tron Ares on my list. Just saying, I don't have it.
Tron?
Just because every time Jared Leto pops up, I'm like, oh, that's why I'm not watching it. So there you go. It's like one of those. It's like, oh, it looks so sick, and then
we got 1987 Running Man is so good. That's good to know. I know. I definitely have to watch that. All right. Number 7 is where I have Conjuring the Last Rites.
Okay.
I feel like there's not much buzz about it. I feel like there's kind of, and so I think it will still do well, but I don't know. It just feels like nobody's really talking about it, and it's just kind of, I don't know. Do you all feel that?
Yeah, like I said, I've got the live show coming up this week, and I always do an enter to win contest, and this is the least entries I've ever gotten for one of my contests. So I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know if that means people aren't interested or what it is, but I don't really see much buzz for this movie.
Like I put it on because I felt like I kind of had to because of the how well all the other ones have done.
Yeah,
but I don't know. If I was just going off of vibes, then I wouldn't even have it on this list because I feel like it's just not, I don't know.
Yeah. I think it'll end up doing good though.
I think so because of when it comes out. which is the beginning or middle of September. And
No,
then
it comes out this weekend.
It's this
it's all
Friday.
beginning. Okay, so beginning of September, and then it's gonna have the same legs as Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it
Mm.
will have without much competition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
going
a
back
good
to
point.
like knowing if it's gonna do well or not, I actually thought this thing came out 3-4 years ago because it was supposed to during during COVID.
Uh-huh.
And then I thought it came out and it was already on streaming and we passed it. And then I
Wait,
watched.
For the last rights,
I
because there was
swear to you,
there
was
was a Conjuring that got delayed because of COVID, and it was
Yeah.
horrible.
So
It
was
did
that
come out.
okay? So it did come out, and I'm
so
not
this is the
losing my mind.
fourth one. That was
Yeah.
the third one.
That was the
So I
third
was
one.
right. Okay,
Yep.
now okay, good. Thank God.
Yeah.
I thought I was losing my mind. I was like, please something come out.
But isn't
That
that
movie is so bad. So
but
bad.
doesn't it kind of say something that we're all like, maybe we're not in the horror space that much, but we're all in the movie space and we're all like, oh, it's coming out this weekend.
Right. I know.
The only reason I know that is because I have to watch all of them because I have to see it for the movie show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Which is fair.
but anyway, that's why I have 7. David, what do you have at 7?
Okay, so this is you were talking about wishful thinking earlier with Big Bold Beautiful Journey. For me, it's one battle after another. PTA is just the absolute best. The cast is the best. Everything about this looks amazing. It's probably going to lose a lot of money, but at the same time, I'm hoping that it doesn't, and it does well.
Is that do you happen to know if that's Apple? Making
No,
that
I think
Warner
it's
Brothers.
yeah,
Warner Brothers.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we probably won't get a screening for it then because Warner
feel
Brothers
that.
is
I feel
Warner
it.
Brothers is stupid
Whoa.
about that.
Whoa.
They hardly screen anything like for at least for Salt Lake, almost nothing. And Warner Brothers, which is frustrating. Okay, Manda, what's your number 7?
Number 7, I have the Black Phone 2. Actually, the first one did very well. I did not like the first one at all,
Oh,
and
you
probably will be skipping the Black Phone 2. But I
So
think
it's so bad that
Is
movie.
this gonna
Right?
be is
I
this gonna
didn't
be
get it.
Megan all over again?
Which will be, but this time I'm actually putting the Black Phone on here, whereas last time I did not put Megan 2.0 on my list. People love Ethan Hawke in it. The trailer looks decent,
Yeah,
and I think again it's about like placement when it's released. So I think
yeah.
I'm probably gonna do something.
I don't. For me, Black Phone is one of those movies that I had super fun time when I watched it, and then is like almost instantaneously as I'm walking out there, I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of doesn't make sense. That didn't make sense either. That was stupid.
Yep.
But I can't deny while I was watching it, because it's short, it's to the point, it has effective, scare moments, and the kids are good. Both of the kids were good. But yeah, I mean, that happens fairly frequently with horror movies where I'm just like, I get all into it and then I walk away and be like, oh, that was actually really stupid, but I had a fun time. I don't know. Okay, so number 6 for me is Predator Badlands. I feel like it's really hard to know how this will do. People will look at it as, oh, it's just the last Predator movies was on streaming.
Right.
People will sort of look at it as a streaming movie. I've actually never seen a Predator movie, so that's a blind spot I'll have to be fixing. So I can't speak to it personally, but I know I just felt like, well, if it does hit, it'll hit, and so I have it at 6. What do you have at 6, David?
I also have Predator Badlands, but I also have the exact same worry that people are going to look at it and say this is a streaming movie because of the last 2 Predator releases that were streaming releases. But yeah, Prey was great. The original Predator is amazing, and this looks great. I really hope it does well.
Yeah. What do you have at 6, Manda?
I actually have The Running Man at 6. I'm really, really hopeful for Glenn Powell that he can carry a film. I wish Hitman was in theaters.
Oh, I know.
Because that was just amazing for him showcasing his talents. Twisters also did pretty well having him in it, but I do think that this trailer is fire. Everyone in it Like it just looks so good. So I'm hoping that it does well.
Yeah. Well, 5 is where I have Tron Ares. Because I don't know. I mean, I do think that actually Disney is pretty invested in Tron, and they will be highly motivated to make this as good as it can be. Because I mean, they obviously wanted to make money, but they have a whole attraction in Disney World and others. Like, it's not like the Tron is like Wrinkle in Time or something like it's like a side project. Like, no, they've invested in Tron. They want this to be successful. They want it to be an IP that they can work with. So they really want this to be good. And so I don't know. I think that they'll really try to make it good. And I think it'll look good. It'll sound good. And it's not like the other 2 Tron movies have been like amazing stories. So as long as they look good, they sound good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. So that's where I have it. Tron Ares at 5. What do you have at 5, David?
I've got The Running Man, and I have not liked Edgar Wright's last few movies, so I'm really hopeful that this will turn it around. And yeah, Glenn Powell has just been awesome in everything lately. So, and like Manda said, it's a great trailer. So I'm really hopeful this is going to be a good time.
I forgot it was Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Manda, what do you have at 5?
Optimistically, I have Conjuring the Last Rites at 5. That trailer was great. I think people forgot about the previous one, as I had mentioned.
You, not people.
I don't think many remember that there is one. I'm just going to put it out there so I don't feel like I'm in the 1%.
It's actually a good thing if people forgot the last one because, like I said, it's terrible. So
exactly. So I think we just skipped straight
Is
to
it
this
worse
one.
than that? Than like the Nun and the Annabelle and those
it's
other ones?
way worse than any of those.
Way worse.
Yeah, it's the worst in the series for
What
sure.
was it called, David? Because I'm losing my mind. I really am.
The devil made me do it. Something with the devil.
Oh yes, the devil made me do it. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It is that.
It's like a court case, the whole movie, and it's just
no.
yeah. So
that's bad. Well, and number 4, I have Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The first one did so well, and it had a same day Peacock release, which is why I didn't have it in my prediction that year. This one doesn't have that, and it has, I mean, a lot of people liked that first film. So, you know, they'll be hopefully going back or whatever to this one. And yeah, it just seems like that's where it's going to land. It's going to be the Halloween watch. It's going to, so I have it at 4. David, what do you have at 4?
I've got Tron Ares. I know a lot of people don't want to see it because of the Jared Leto, like Manda mentioned earlier. But aside from that, though, I have multiple times in the theater heard people say, hell yeah, when that trailer starts. So I think people are psyched for it. Also, another thing, I think the 9 Inch Nails score, like it's not just Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, it's a 9 Inch Nails score. I think that's going to sell IMAX tickets for like all week long. So
that's true. Yeah, it will definitely be a premium screen. People want to see it on the premium screen, so that'll help it.
Yeah,
that's true. Manda, what do you have at 4?
I have Zootopia 2 at 4. You're probably questioning what the other 3 are. If I have Zootopia 2 at 4. Yeah, I think a kids movie, and it's a sequel on top of that, and everyone really loved those characters. I think it's been a pretty big gap since the first one came out. But yeah, I mean, kids need something to watch, and if they keep it in theaters long enough, it'll garner enough money as well. So,
well, I'll talk about it in a bit. But the first one made over $1 billion.
Yeah, so
that's a lot.
They need it.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah they do.
They need it.
So my number 3, and this maybe is controversial. I have Wicked for Good at 3, which I debated, but the reason why is because I have Zootopia 2 at 2. And because the first Zootopia movie made a lot more money than the first Wicked movie, a lot more, and it's the only movie that's for little kids practically this whole entire season. There's Gabby's Dollhouse, there's a few other little ones, but it's the major movie. I just think everybody's going to take their whole families, and it's going to, unless it sucks, but that trailer was so funny. I loved it. And so I think it's going to make like a ton of money. I think I think that Avatar and Lilo and Stitch are going to be the only billion-dollar movies this year.
Probably.
That's my prediction.
Yeah.
But that's why I have Wicked for Good. I think it will do very, very well, but I don't think it'll beat these top two. But Wicked for Good at 3. David, what do you have at 3?
So I'll just say, I think you might have just sold me on Zootopia 2, because I have them flipped. I've got Zootopia 2 at 3 and Wicked for Good at 2. But I think you're probably right about that. But just for the sake of keeping our list interesting, I'll put Zootopia 2 at number 3. So,
yeah, I mean, and I heard people saying, oh, well, is Wicked for Good going to be better than the first Wicked? Let's get that out of the way. It's not going to be better. I think it will be good. And but it would be a miracle, because the second act is just not as strong. So and they're going to be adding a bunch, which is probably not, like, there's just no way. Like, there's no way part 1 with Defying Gravity, Popular, Dancing Through Life, those iconic things is going to not be the better. It is. So just let's set that aside, and we'll just enjoy part 2 for what it is.
Yep.
So I'm just managing expectations here with my listeners.
It's true, but you're right. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
There's basically 3 good songs in the second act of Wicked, and the rest are all reprises of the previous songs.
Yeah.
And it's like there's not that much plot in the second act. It's kind of just chasing after Elphaba. So they're adding all this stuff with Dorothy and all this other stuff, but it's not going to be better. It's just not. Yeah, I should come up with some kind of bet or something that I'll have to do if it's better, because I'm so confident it's not. But I think it still will be good. Manda, what did you have at 3?
I have Wicked for Good at 3. I completely agree with what you're saying. Part 1 and part 2 are going to be tonally different. And I think it's going to give people whiplash when they watch the second one. It's not as fun and vibrant as the first part. And I think that's going to throw people off 100%. There's only so much you can do in the second half of Wicked. And the fact that they're adding stuff is it's going to be hard to I think.
They have to be really careful with what they add as far as adding Dorothy stuff, because she's not a nice person in the Wizard of Oz. Like, she wants to kill her little dog. I mean, she's a bad person. So they have to tread lightly, because that's a beloved film. And yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what they do, but it's not going to be better. Okay, so my number 2, I said already, Zootopia 2. You look at how much money that first one made, how little options there are for kids, how funny that trailer was. I just don't see any world where this doesn't make $1 billion.
Yeah.
So that's why I have it at 2. David, you said you have Wicked?
Yes, I've got Wicked for Good at 2. So
yeah. All right, good. Okay, Manda, what do you have at 2?
I have Five Nights at Freddy's.
I knew it. Oh my gosh.
I did the last time.
Making more money than Wicked.
Yes, I do, because of what I just said. I do think so. I don't know. I feel like the FNAF fandom exceeded expectations last time. I called it last time, and I'm doing it again. And it's nice. I'm holding with it.
You're absolutely right, but I do just want to say real quick, I did not know there was a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 coming out, so that might hurt it if there's other people like me out there. So
It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll end up having to see it because I'm having to see all these. I'll have to see the first one and then the second one. So yay me! But that's funny. You didn't know.
yeah, no idea. I've not seen a trailer, a poster, nothing. I had no clue.
They're not really marketing it well. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, so we all obviously you can't. I don't know anybody that wouldn't have Avatar: Fire and Ash as their number one pick.
Yeah.
At this point, they've all just made so much money. I mean, the second one did make $600 million less than the first one, but it was one of the most profitable movies of all time. So I think they can live with that. They can live with that. I mean, you could maybe make an argument because we just do domestic, maybe that that a lot of it will be overseas, but these movies have heart. They're about families. People like them, especially at Christmas. People want to see a movie about family. They want to see something big and beautiful, and so yeah. I mean, I've enjoyed both of them myself. I'm looking forward to this. David, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, first of all, the trailer is incredible.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how good that trailer is. And also like the fact that the first one had that big long wait and we needed to be wowed the second time around by like the visuals and the update to like what James Cameron was doing. This time around it kind of has to be about story. And I think he's up for the challenge. You never bet against James Cameron. And I think the story actually will match the visuals this time and will be something like really, really special. But, we shall see in a few months.
What do you think about Avatar, Manda? Where are you at on it?
The first one was a spectacle. The second one was also a spectacle. It's beautiful. It's without question is the most gorgeous piece of like film that we've seen.
I took my dad to see that. He sees about one movie a millennium, and he was blown away.
Yeah. I mean, visuals are great and promising, but I felt like I was watching the exact same movie as the first one half the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm scared by watching this trailer, it's giving off the exact same vibe as the previous one. And I think that's just my peeve with it because I just didn't connect with the characters in The Way of Water. So that's going to be a challenge for me in Fire and Ash, but I'm hoping he proves me wrong. I really am, but I wasn't completely sold on the story, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So there we go. We've got our picks. So I have Avatar: Fire and Ash, Zootopia 2, Wicked for Good, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Tron Ares, Predator, Badlands, Conjuring the Last Rites, Running Man, Marty Supreme, and the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants. And what will you read your list again, David?
I've got Avatar: Fire and Ash, Wicked for Good, Zootopia 2, Tron Ares, Running Man, Predator, Badlands, One Battle After Another, Anaconda, Keeper, and Good Boy.
And Manda, you want to read your list?
Yeah, I have Avatar: Fire and Ash, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Wicked for Good, Zootopia 2, Conjuring the Last Rites, The Running Man, The Black Phone 2, The Smashing Machine, Good Boy, and Marty Supreme.
Yeah. Because the thing with Avatar 2 is like, even if it makes significantly less than the last one, it would still be, it would still be number one. It would still have to.
It doesn't matter. Like no one's touching it like at all.
Yeah. It would have to go down like $1 billion or something. I mean, something crazy, which that's very unlikely. So let us know in the comments what your picks. What do you think of our picks? What do you think? There are a lot of movies that I could have put on the list, but they're only getting 2 weeks releases from Netflix. So like something like Wake Up Dead Man, the Knives Out movie. That probably would be on this list if they were actually giving it a real theatrical. Frankenstein, same way. They're doing that. So yeah, it's an interesting season. Let us know what your picks would be, what you think of our picks. And David, how can people find you?
You can check out Piecing It Together wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow me on social media at Piecing Pod. And if you happen to be in Las Vegas, we've got the Conjuring show coming up. We've got a big, bold, beautiful journey coming up. So come out to some of these live shows.
Great. And Manda, how about you?
Yeah, you guys can always follow me over at AMX NDA Reviews on Twitter and Letterboxd. You can check out my Instagram at Amanda Guaraggi. I'm going to be at TIFF with Rachel very, very soon.
Yes,
so
we're going to meet. It's going to be so exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted, and then check out my website, candidexcinema.com. Yeah.
And you can find me at Rachel's Reviews, all over social media, iTunes, YouTube, and on Rotten Tomatoes. And check out our playlist box office with all of the episodes that we've done together. That's really quite fun. Check that out. And if I'm going to post this on iTunes, so if you listen on iTunes, then please leave your ratings and reviews. Really appreciate that. And if you're watching on YouTube, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 6K. It's very exciting. So please do that. We'd really appreciate it. And I have the Patreon group, which is the biggest way you can support everything that I'm doing. And you get to be part of our Patreon events where there's stars and Q&As, really fun stuff. And we have bonus episodes, lots of other cool stuff. So check out the Patreon. And we have a merch store where there's lots of fun movie inspired designs. So check that out. And thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Yay.